Day 14. Wild that we are even here. I think they say that if you get past a certain point, there's a threshold at which it becomes much more likely that you're going to complete. And I've either passed that or I'm really, really close to it. So that's very encouraging. It's very exciting. And I think I can kind of see why that is. At first, you have a lot of motivation that just comes from starting something new. And then you slowly start to build a strength and you slowly start to build an awareness of how the results are going to come. And you start to see some of them. So then you have the motivation of continuing this momentum that you've begun. And ultimately, I think at a certain point, discipline just becomes a natural rhythm in your life. I know I came from a very undisciplined way of living right before this. I've been at certain points in my life able to go to the gym and work out, and maybe for a certain season I've been able to eat healthily or keep my social media use to a minimum. But prior to starting 75 Hard, I really wasn't living that disciplined of a life. And I was noticing that there were just so many areas that were suffering from a lack of discipline. So I'm really glad that I started, and I'm really glad that so far I've managed to stick with it, because it's pretty evident that this is something that is really good for me. Something that I've been finding really helpful is just having some variety in what I do. Being able to switch between biking and running has been one really helpful vector. And then the other is just being able to vary the type of workout I'm doing. So, for example, today I was supposed to do a pull day in the gym, but I decided to go with my wife to the climbing gym instead. And essentially, I mean, it works out because climbing is a lot of pulling. It does work out a lot more than that. So I know that I'm going to be sore. I know I'm going to be tired. It's been a while since I've gone climbing. My wife is a much better climber than I. She climbs much harder things. But there was a period of my life where I would go more regularly, and I think it's one of those things that the more you do, the better you get at it, and the stronger you get for that specific sport. So being out of it, I know that today's just going to be a challenge. Today's going to be difficult for me. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter because I just want to go have fun and get a good workout in. And I know that my body's already tired. I'm already fatigued from all this extra activity that's in my life, but I'm excited. I think climbing's a really fun sport, so it'll be nice to be back for a little bit. Week 2 has felt different from the first week, the initial week, so I definitely have some thoughts that I want to share, but I think I'm going to save that for tomorrow's video. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'm filming every single day of my 75 Hard journey, and it's amazing having people like you in the comments encouraging me. It's really helpful, and I get inspired by the ones that are like, yeah, I can do this too, and they start their journeys of their own. So I want to leave you with this thought. We can't take care of others until we learn to take care of ourselves.